Hey, today we're going to be seeing how strong Conkeldurr can be in the Master League Premier Cup. This is a fighting type Pokemon that has access to Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Stone Edge. And that Stone Edge is what's crucial for this meta, as it can apply shield pressure to Pokemon like Gyarados, Togekiss, and Dragonite. Now today's battles are submitted by a member of the community, 100 Falco, so shout out to this battler, and they reached Legend for the first time, so huge congratulations. This team looks very strong that we're going to be seeing today. Togekiss, Excadrill, and Conkeldurr. Let's see how they do. All right, getting into the first battle here. We have Togekiss on the lead versus Excadrill. All right, that is a tough lead matchup, so they're going to go ahead and go into the Conkeldurr right here, and we will see a Gyarados come in. Now, this is what is so cool about Conkeldurr, is the Stone Edge pressure that it can apply. Now, we are going to see a Dynamic Punch shield bait, and they do get the shield right there. That is huge for this matchup, as they can safely no-shield this, what is likely going to be an Aqua Tail coming through. Yeah, it is going to be Aqua Tail, so now they can go for the Stone Edge, and this is what's so crazy, is it's going to get 2 shields right here, or take the switch advantage, and they do get 2 shields, which is perfect. Now, Excadrill does need to be very careful, or they're going to actually, they're going to come in with Togekiss, but Excadrill needs to be careful in the late game, as they don't want to be giving up shields here on Togekiss, because there is a mirror match lead, right? So they're going to go ahead and absorb all of this energy. There's no reason to be shielding the Aqua Tails. Now, we do see a swap out back into the opponent's Excadrill, and this is where things can get dicey. They are slightly ahead on energy, but if they play this correctly, they should be able to come out of here with an energy advantage and have an extra... Oh, no, unfortunately, a CMP tie right there, so they're going to be forced to shield. And this is kind of a tough situation, because they wanted to throw just before they got to another Excadrill, or another Drill Run. Jeez, I can speak today. And then we're probably going to see that Gyarados try to come in and look to go for an Aqua Tail if it can, but it's not going to get there in time, as Excadrill does get to the Rock Slide. So what is that final Pokemon gonna be? It's going to be a Dragonite. So that is a beautiful setup right here for them, as Togekiss should be able to take it. They almost have an Ancient Power as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a swap out back into Togekiss. No, they're going to go ahead and stay in and try to force the energy now from the Dragonite, as Dragonite's going to have to throw a superpower in order to take them out. No, they barely just hang on right there, but they can get to the Ancient Power. Dragon Claw was just enough to get rid of them. I thought Excadrill was going to barely survive, but Ancient Power now going to be taking out the Dragonite, and that's going to be a good game, very well played. So what we saw right there, right? A really hard lead loss against Excadrill, but the Conkeldurr was able to get them an advantage. In that game, it was 2 shields, which is amazing to have in the mid game. All right, we got a positive lead against Dragonite. We will see a swap out into Gyarados, so they're looking to stay in. They have Excadrill in the back for that Dragonite, which is going to be perfectly fine, and they can go for an Ancient Power here to try to force a shield early from Gyarados and potentially get a boost. So they do get a shield. They're going to go ahead and actually swap into Conkeldurr now. Very interesting. I don't think they're going to be giving up any shields just yet, as the Aqua Tails aren't going to do too much damage, but they're going to have to throw this Dynamic Punch to get this Gyarados out of there, and they're also going to go ahead and let this charge move go through as well. Oh, it was the outrage! Boom! Down goes the Conkeldurr. But this is not a terrible situation, because you have 2 answers for the Dragonite. So let's see what they decide to do. Final Pokemon, if it's triple flying, if it's going to be Togekiss, let's see. No, it's going to be an Ursaluna. So this is going to be an interesting way to end this game. They're going to go... Oh, they don't get to the Flamethrower in time. This is now going to be a very tough situation, because they need to watch out for the high horsepower and Fire Punch, to be honest. That was the Fire Punch right there. And if the opponent swaps and catches a Drill Run, that is going to be even worse. So they have their backs against the wall, but an Excadrill with even shields now might just be able to pull this off. Let's see. Do they give up a shield, or are they going to go ahead and let it go? They're going to let it go. It was just another Fire Punch, and they survived. Look at how much damage that Fire Punch did. That's absolutely insane. And unfortunately, Dragonite is very, very healthy in the back. So we saw in game 1, the Conkeldurr did so well. Yeah, they're not going to win this one. The Conkeldurr did so well to get them advantage in the mid game, but in that game, they lost because of the unexpected outrage that they faced off against. So that is going to be a good battle, but it kind of makes sense if you have a Waterfall Gyarados, having an outrage for Dragonite would really help out. All right, we got Snorlax here on the lead. The opponent decides to swap out into Mamoswine, so we will see a Conkeldurr now come in. And this Conkeldurr is sitting in a very good position. They're going to go ahead and let it go. All right, this is going to be interesting as they decide to let the Avalanche go through. They're going to try their best to commit to the farm down, but instead they're going to go for the Dynamic Punch. Conkeldurr in this situation, if it can already beat Snorlax and the Mamoswine, let's see what that final Pokemon is going to be. Is it going to be a Dragonite? Snorlax comes back in, and this is why I was kind of surprised that they decided to no-shield the Avalanche just because of the matchup it has against Snorlax as well, but that's okay. They get a shield anyway, so they're still in a very good position right here to win this game, as Togekiss with Charm can put in a lot of work against Snorlax, and Snorlax, unless this is I believe Heavy Slam, which it's not. It's just going to be a Body Slam right there. They're going to go ahead and just look to do as much charm damage as possible, and we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is, but Excadrill is in a very good situation to potentially sweep. Now, the Snorlax is still staying in. I wouldn't be surprised if that final Pokemon is Dragonite. So let's see how they decide to play this out. No shield in the Ancient Power, no boost as well. They're going to have to... Okay, they're going to let this go. They're going to trust in the Excadrill to potentially sweep, and let's see what that final Pokemon was. Oh, it was a Florges! Yeah, that's going to be a good game. Excadrill is going to be taking this one, as they're going to be resisting all of the moves right here. They're going to go ahead and shield anyways, as it is the Disarming Voice. They do need to be careful about the potential superpower, though, from the Snorlax. So they got to be careful about where they give up their final shield, but they can safely just keep going for drill runs right here. In this situation, when you're doing neutral damage to a Pokemon, like Florges in this situation, having the pure fairy typing, you don't want to go for Rock Slide. Rock Slide and Drill Run cost the same energy, but Drill Run is going to be having the same type attack bonus because Excadrill is ground. So in that situation, always go for Drill Runs like we're seeing, and now they can safely go for back-to-back right here, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. So fully trusting in the Excadrill to win that game for them, and it really paid off as they get to another Drill Run right here, and Snorlax will not be able to survive. Good game. All right, moving into the next one. We have Togekiss on the lead versus Togekiss. Mirror fight. All right, I'm not sure if this one is, let's see. No, they're exactly the same, so they're both best buddy as well. So it's going to be a matter of who wins the coin toss on the Ancient Power. Oh, the opponent decides to swap out into Snorlax at the last second, and the Conkeldurr is going to go ahead and come in. This is looking like a very strong position for them, because if they can come out of here with energy, they could potentially force a shield from that Togekiss on the backside with a Stone Edge. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Dynamic Punch now, looking to get the Snorlax out of this game. And no, the opponent decided to shield. This is that perfect situation we were talking about, where they can shield the Body Slam right here, and then look to potentially commit to the farm down. Actually, I don't think they're going to make it to the farm down. They're going to have to throw. Yeah, they decide to throw the Dynamic Punch now. And I don't think they have enough health to get to the Stone Edge in time with the charm damage that is going to be coming through. So this is going to be very, very close. They might just be able to make it, and even if they get to Dynamic Punch. No, they decide to swap out right away into Excadrill, looking to soak the charge move here, but it could be the Flamethrower, which is why they're giving up the shield. And what is that final Pokemon going to be? It is going to be a Gyarados. So this is going to be a very close game as they can get to two. Actually, I don't think they're going to make it to 2 Rock Slides, as the Gyarados might just be able to get to the Aqua Tail in time. No, it does not. It's looking to commit to the farm down, as the next Rock Slide is going to be coming through, forcing the final shield of this game. Dragonite is loaded on energy. Togekiss has an Ancient Power. Conkeldurr is somewhat near to a charge move. They decide to bring in the Conkeldurr to soak the energy here, and this is where things get very dangerous. They're going to swap back into Togekiss, go for the Ancient Power, and now it's going to be a charm down between Togekiss and Togekiss in the endgame. Who has more HP? It's almost exactly even right here as it comes down to the wire. Oh my goodness, a simultaneous KO. So Conkeldurr wins it right there by surviving with 1 HP and a dream. What a cool battle. All right, moving to the next one. We have Togekiss on the lead versus Metagross. So terrible lead. We're going to see that Conkeldurr come in right away, get ahead on energy. And if the opponent decides to stay in, they might be somewhat weak in the back, meaning they could have double flyers and they're really concerned about that Stone Edge and they want to get themselves an advantage. So they do decide to shield. The opponent is not swapping out. Oh, there's the swap out finally. So we're going to be able to see a back-to-back Stone Edge right here. And this is very, very advantageous for this battler as they can force 2 shields now from the Dragonite. Yes, they do. Oh, no, not able to get to it in time. 1 counter off, which is unfortunate. Can they survive the Dragon Claw? No, they cannot. So we're going to see that Togekiss come in and fully farm down. And even if they do have a Hurricane in the back, which I doubt, most have this superpower, they're looking to be very, very... Yeah, it is going to be the superpower. They're looking very strong right now. All right, we're going to have that Excadrill likely come back in. Togekiss has a good amount of energy, but it's going to need to farm down again in order to apply pressure with the Flamethrower. And we instantly see a Gyarados coming in. This is a Dragon Breath Gyarados, which gives huge advantage to the Excadrill. It could have a variant, right, of the most typical movesets, Waterfall and Dragon Breath on Gyarados. The Waterfall is what Excadrill really needs to look out for, but in this situation, the Dragon Breath is much better because it resists those fast moves. So here comes the charge move. Are they going to let it go? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and let the first Aqua Tail go through. That does an incredible amount of damage. Things are not looking good. Here comes the next one. They're going to let this go, and they're going to trust in Togekiss to close this game out because Togekiss, with the remaining HP and Flamethrower, might just be able to take down the Metagross. They're going to have to give up. Okay, this is going to be tough as an Aqua Tail is going to land, and the Metagross might just be able to fast move down, but no, a Flamethrower is ready. Metagross is at about 50% HP. Is it going to do enough? Yeah, of course it is. Boom! Down goes the Metagross, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. That's what it takes, right, to climb to legend, understanding that your Togekiss can win that matchup right there. Okay, so we're at the end of set 1. Do we see another item set? Or the bag storage from the opponent battler? No, we don't. Okay, cool. They hit legend already halfway through the video, and now we're getting in to their next, or a set later that night, it looks like. We got Togekiss now versus Dragonite, so huge congratulations to 100 Falco on hitting legend. We do see a swap out in Excadrill, so in comes the Conkeldurr. Again, another very good situation. You want to come out of here with energy and a little bit of health so you can apply shield pressure on the back end. They will be forced to shield 1 charge move, though, but I think... Oh, no! They decide to go straight for the Dynamic Punch, trying to get a shield from the opponent, and they do get it! The Excadrill decided to shield, which means Conkeldurr can safely even the shield game and fully farm down, maintaining switch advantage, as well as having a potential race to the Stone Edge against that Dragonite that we saw on the lead. Let's see what decides to come back again. It's going to be the Dragonite. They're going to be able to get to that Stone Edge in time. This puts huge pressure now on Dragonite to give up its final shield. And they decide to let it go. And the opponent decides to swap out in Metagross. And in comes the Excadrill, locking it down and a surrender. That is going to be a good battle. Alright, moving to the next one. We got Togekiss versus Primarina right here. Very strong Pokemon. It's going to be Double Charm. Yeah, it is going to be Double Charm right here, but Togekiss looks to be the stronger Charmer as they're going to be able to easily take down the Primarina in this matchup, as well as getting to the Ancient Power here for a potential shield and a potential boost. They do get the shield. No boost, though. Now, the Primarina is going to go ahead and fire back, but will Togekiss give up a shield? Yes, they will. They want to maintain switch advantage, stopping the Moonblast right there and farming down. Let's see what's going to come in. It's going to be a Gyarados with Waterfall. Can they get to the Ancient Power in time? Yes, they can. This is going to be a beautiful amount of chip damage that they can apply, and if they get a second shield, it is looking to be game over. No shield right there. We see a Conkeldurr come in and a swap out into their own Conkeldurr. So this is perfect for Excadrill to stay hidden in the back, because the last thing you want to see is the Conkeldurr, and they decide to let that Dynamic Punch and the opponent decides to surrender. Yeah, that's going to be a good game. Alright, moving next one, we got Togekiss versus Dragonite again on the lead. Let's see how they decide to adjust. They swap out into Snorlax, and comes the Conkeldurr. Again, Conkeldurr is so solid in these mid-game matchups, whether you're the one swapping into Pokemon like Excadrill, Snorlax, or Metagross, or you're the one safe swapping and applying pressure with Stone Edge to Pokemon like Gyarados, Togekiss, and Dragonite. It's just such a solid Pokemon as we see Snorlax get boomed right there in the mid-game. Dragonite likely going to be coming back in, but this is going to be close. I don't think they're going to... Okay, they do make it to the Stone Edge in time. What they really need here is a shield from the opponent, and they don't get it. The Dragonite farms down. No, the Dragonite decided to stop attacking so they could be lower. They're going to come in with Togekiss and instant swap out into the Excadrill and Metagross, and that is looking to be a good game as Excadrill here with Mudshot and Drillrun can outpace the Metagross. There's really nothing they can do, and that Dragonite does not have the firepower to take down a Togekiss whatsoever. So what they're probably hoping to do here, if I was the opponent, is try to stall the switch clock as much as possible and catch a Drill Run on Dragonite with a CMP tie to throw the superpower. That is the way you win right here. They're going to go ahead and go for another Meteor Mash. They're going to give up that final shield. And this is what it's going to come down to. Will we see the swap? It's going to come. Will we see the swap right here and go for an instant superpower? They need to be careful. Watch out. Here it comes. Oh, they decided to surrender. Okay, good game. I forgot they ran out of shields there. I was all excited. Who needed 3 shields? All right, we got Florges here on the lead. I thought the Metagross still had 1 shield, which is why I was anticipating the swap, but I was wrong. My hoodie just decided to fall down right there. I was wrong. All right, Florges on the lead. They decide to shield early, looking to go for the Ancient Power right here for neutral damage. Now, this isn't going to apply really much pressure to Florges to shield. Okay, they decide to shield anyways. Alright, it doesn't do too much damage in this matchup, but they want to fire off another Moonblast right here, which is what we're likely going to see. Yeah, it's going to be the Moonblast, as Togekiss can hang on. Now, ideally, you let this go and come in with Excadrill, as it can really load up on energy. And the Florges is the only threat really to Conkeldurr unless we see something else in the back. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Drill Run actually right away, not looking to overcharge on energy. They want to maintain the health here on the Excadrill, just get Florges out of this game so Conkeldurr could have a much more favorable matchup. Let's see, they decide to come in with Gyarados. They're going to swap out. Alright, when you see a swap, you don't need to swap out instantly. You always want to look to see what Pokemon is swapping in. I've done it before, you've done it before, but it's something we need to learn, that you don't necessarily want to instantly swap out right away, because the Snorlax just got hard farmed right there, and Conkeldurr now is going to apply pressure with Rock Slide. So we could have saw the Gyarados decide to stay in a little bit, and then the Snorlax come in a bit later. Might have been the play for the opponent. But blind swapping is never the best thing to do, because you could set yourself up in a position to lose. So that is looking to be a good game as the Excadrill now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh, is it going to hang on? Oh, barely! Mudshot down! 1 HP! Or that's like 5 HP. Good game! That was a lot closer than I thought. We got Togekiss versus Excadrill. Alright, we're going to see that swap out right away into Conkeldurr to get ahead on energy, and we will see a Togekiss come in. Now, something very, very interesting, it's a more spicy moveset, but if there's a lot of Togekiss that you're seeing, Conkeldurr has access to Poison Jab, and with Poison Jab and Stone Edge, you can take out a Togekiss. Now, they did get a shield right there anyways, so that's fine. We're actually going to see Excadrill now come in and load up on energy. They're going to go ahead and give up a shield as well. But they really need to play this Excadrill to have a lot of energy on this back end. Yeah, they're doing a good job loading up on extra energy, going for the Rock Slide now. They have 2 charge moves as well, which means the opponent, when they come back in with their own Excadrill, ooh, the Togekiss survives. They're going to have to throw another Rock Slide here, and hopefully this might actually be even energy with the opponent's Excadrill. I think they have 2 or 3 Mud Shots worth, so this is going to be very close. And do they actually catch the Drill Run on Togekiss? Oh, man, this is dangerous. CMP tie right there. They were able to win it, so Drill Run is going to be forcing that final shield. And let's see if they get it. They do. And now it's going to be a race to the next charge move. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these battlers tries to catch it on their other Pokemon. Here we go. No, they straight up landed. All right, what's that final Pokemon then? Excadrill is going to go down. Boom! Final Pokemon is going to be a Primarina! Get to the Rock Slide or Drill Run, or yeah, there we go. some neutral damage, and then now they can come in with their Togekiss to close this game out. So that's going to be a good game, very well played. Had they gotten farmed down right there, that might have been very, very bad for this matchup, but Togekiss is able to take it. Really good battle. That might have been the final one. That was the final one. All right, huge congrats to this battler. And let's see. Okay, they're just catching an Onix. But this team was really cool. We had Togekiss, Excadrill, and Conkeldurr, and I think Conkeldurr is such a strong Pokemon for this meta when utilized on the safe swap because of Counter, Stone Edge, and Dynamic Punch. And the pairing here did very well. They won a lot of games where they won lead, and they won games where they lost lead. So very good sets right there from 100 Falco. Huge congrats on reaching Legend, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.